I've been collecting every member of the Justice League over the years. I've already done Superman and Flash, and I was able to find the rest of the team on sale. Except for one. There's one character I was never able to find, and that is Wonder Woman. Until now. Recently, they released the Batman v Superman version, and I knew I had to get her. And wow, she looks fantastic.
Let's deconstruct this figure.
It's fair to say that DC McFarlane figures aren't the best when it comes to capturing the actors' likenesses. The paint job on the faces have always been hit or miss. Mostly miss actually. They look overly painted and the skin tone is often slightly off. But whoever was in charge of this head deserves a raise. I believe this is a brand new head. And it may be one of the best head sculpt and paintwork I've seen on a live-action DC McFarlane figure. Speaking of skin tone, the skin color on her body does not match her face. That's pretty common. But the body's skin tone leans a bit more yellow, and it has this chalky finish. I personally am not a fan of the gold on the figure. While the gold is nice, it has this subtle green hue, which makes it a bit too similar to Wonder Woman's skin color. It washes out the figure, making her look more like a 2D character than a live-action one. These are all minor nitpicks. The main issue I have with this figure is the shield. Who decided to package the shield like this? It is severely warped. There's gotta be a better way to pack it without deforming it. Overall, if I ignore the shield, this figure is great. I really like the head sculpt, and I love the metallic red paint. As someone who mostly collects Marvel Legends, it is very refreshing to see a figure with actual metallic red paint. Can Hasbro start using this paint as well? It is so nice. Anyway, this should be a fun figure to paint. So, hello, this is Ken. I like making things. Whether it's repainting my figures or making diorama displays, I love making things look awesome. My goal is to elevate my figures so they can shine on my display. Join my DIY adventure as I ask myself the same question every week. Can I make it? Hey, do you have a Spider-Man or two? Are they lost in the arachno-humanoid polymultiverse? Now you can download, print, and build your own Spider-Verse displays. There are 3 different versions for you to choose from. You can find them and other merch in my store. Link down below. Alright, back to the video. Let's start with the skin tone. I like the peachier skin tone on her face, so let me try and match that color. I gotta be careful though. It has to look natural. I don't want her to look sunburnt. And to make sure the skin tone matches, I'm gonna rub a little bit of it onto her face as well. Okay, here we go. The skin looks much better, but it is still a bit too light. So let me darken it a bit with the brown. I'm adding a sheer layer with a damp brush. I don't want to overdo it right away. It is much easier to control if I build it up slowly. I know it's hard to tell on camera, but the color is changing very gradually. Alright, I'm pretty happy with the skin tone. Let me work on the outfit next. Starting with the skirt. I like the deep blue they used. It's true to her look in Batman v Superman. Her outfit in the movie is a bit darker though. But when I think of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, I remember her outfit being a bit brighter and more metallic. Like how she looked in Wonder Woman 2, and in all the cameos she did in other movies. I can make her entire outfit darker like how she appeared in Batman v Superman, but I really like the red they used, and I want to keep it that way. So I'm gonna go for the punchier look of hers instead. This will make her stand out even more against the rest of the Justice League too. Alright, for the gold, it's too pristine. A brass-like gold will suit her much better. So let me paint over all the gold areas first. And also add the gold trims on the gauntlets. Then, I'm gonna deepen and dull down the gold with a dark brown. Okay, that's still not enough. It's still very 2D looking. Let's bring out the details by going over all the lines with the black. Ooh, look at that. You can see all the details now. Alright, while I'm at it, let me go over the lines on the red as well. I'm still not satisfied with the gold. It's still too vibrant. So let me rub a bit of silver over it to dull it down even more, so that it looks like her outfit has been worn since the first movie. Alright, I am very happy with the outfit. She's starting to look really good. I haven't really touched the head yet, but there isn't much I need to do. So let me darken the hair a smidge to add even more contrast. And lastly, I'm gonna give her a bit of a blush. She always had this nice youthful look to her. Okay, one more thing. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I wanna try. I'm gonna add a very thin coat of matte varnish over the skin, so that the skin texture doesn't look as chalky. Onto the weapons. As you can see here, the shield is no longer warped. What I did was use the heat gun to warm it up, and as it was cooling down, I continued to use my fingers to flatten and shape it. It actually took me multiple tries. I tried using hot water to soften it, and then cold water to set it, but that didn't work. I also tried using hot water and then putting it in the freezer. That also didn't work. So I don't know if it's the heat gun that worked, or it's because I did it multiple times, but the plastic finally stopped warping. Anyway, I'm pretty much doing the same thing with the shield, giving the shield a brassier gold, and then using the black to bring out the details. I, for some reason, didn't find any reference images for the shield. That area in the middle is supposed to be black. I kept mine silver. Whoops. But it did turn out pretty nice still. As for the sword, it is the same strategy. Dull down the gold, and add a wash of black to add more grit to the handle. I'm gonna rub the black over the blade to bring out the details and make it appear more solid. I'm going back and forth with the black and silver until I get the result I want. There we go, that looks much better. And here she is, Wonder Woman all finished. The original figure was already pretty good, but to me, the painted version blows it right out of the water. It makes the original version look like a 2D drawing. The more reddish skin tone fits her so much better. It's also clear to me that the original gold was blending in too much with the skin tone. I still have to give credit to McFarlane Toys though. The head sculpt was near perfect to begin with. The live action heads generally have this uncanny valley look to them, but they did a superb job here. What do you think? Do you like the changes I've made? Let me know down below. I personally prefer the more vibrant outfit versus the darker, more muted version Diana had in the first two movies. It just fits her positive vibe more in my opinion. While the shield didn't turn out to be screen accurate, I'm still pretty happy with how it looks on Wonder Woman. My issue with the shield is that it's very loose on her. There's no proper way for her to hold the shield. The sword also looks a bit big on her. I wonder if the scale of the weapons are just a little off. Here are my current members of the Justice League. The Superman figure is okay, but Flash and Wonder Woman look amazing. I have the rest of the team. The reason why I haven't worked on them yet is because I didn't have Wonder Woman back then. But not anymore. Now I can finally work on the rest of the team. This figure is so photogenic. It kinda looks like a mini Hot Toys in some angles. The only thing that holds her back is that she's not the easiest to pose. There's this stiffness to her action poses. She looks best when she's standing stoically. I wish they gave her an extra pair of fisted or relaxed hands, cause that would make posing a bit more fun. Oh, I didn't paint the lasso of truth. And that worked out well because the difference in gold makes it look like the lasso is glowing. In conclusion, this is one of the better DC McFarlane live action figures, painted or unpainted. They totally captured Gal Gadot's likeness. The only issue is the deformed shield. Everything else is pretty good. The proportions aren't overly exaggerated, and she doesn't have that female action figure look to her. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a like and subscribe to see more content like this. And as always, stay inspired and I'll see you soon. I can make it, so can you.